Well, good afternoon. Today's July 17th, 2024, City of Pharr Parks and Recreation Board meeting. Roll call, please.
Hector Treviño,
Present.
Mari Guajardo, Bobby Carrillo,
Here.
Erica Sharafa, Rudy Beltran,
Here.
Ben Cantu,
Present.
Carlos Alanis,
Present.
Jose Quintanilla,
Present.
Mario Liscano.
Present.
Okay, some of the members are absent. Do I have a motion?
I have a motion to excuse absent board members.
Motion by Mr. Liscano,
Second.
second, Mr. Cantu. All those in favor?
Aye.
Members excused. Number two, administrative, before we go on, we have new members, and I want to address that first. I know it's item A before, but we have Mr. Carlos Alanis and Mr. Jose Quintanilla. Welcome, board members, and any words from you guys that you want to add or say a few words?
Thank you. It's an honor to be added to this board. I look forward to serving to the best of my ability. I'm excited about it.
Good deal.
Good evening, guys. My name is Jose Quintanilla, resident here from Pharr. Grew up here in Pharr. Teacher, coach, PSG ISD. So I'm very grateful to be given the opportunity to be on this board with you guys. Looking forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Looking forward to working with you guys.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
stepping up. We appreciate having you
Thank
guys
you.
on here.
Yeah, welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Okay. Letter A, approval of minutes of May 15, 2024, the regular called meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes.
We
I
have a
second.
motion, Mr. Cantu, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Item C, the status report on the third annual advisory board golf tournament. Ms. Elba? Or Mr. Alanis?
Good afternoon, Sarah Alanis, Parks and Rec Director. So I think as of right now, the tournament schedule for Saturday, we have approximately 11 to 12 teams, which is a little bit short of our goal, right? So I don't know if that's something that we want to discuss. You all want to discuss amongst yourselves briefly. We were kind of tossing up the idea of possibly postponing it for another weekend, just because we ideally want to get maybe 20 to 25 teams just to make it worthwhile.
Right.
With the donations, with the food and all that stuff, just so we can have a good turnout and we can have a good amount of money that we raise. But I don't know what you guys think. Elwa did get a couple of dates, alternative dates, in September. August was really booked at the golf course for Saturdays, so that wasn't looking too good. So the best one that we have 3 dates. One's in September 28th, October 12th, and October 26th. The Winter Texans do start arriving a little bit more in October, so it might be, a lot busier. So I think maybe September 28th gives us, your 2 months to kind of double the number of teams, hopefully.
Right.
But right now, I think it's just we need a little bit more than what we have right now. I think that was the total. We had about 11 or 12 teams. So I don't know if you guys have any comments or questions.
Mr. President, I have a comment. Just because I've already been part of the golf advisory committee, it's best for us to go ahead and move not this Saturday. We're actually going to have the city lose money if we have under 12. And so, at the most, we have to have 25. With that said, I think that September has to be the date. We can't prolong it anymore. If we haven't raised any teams by then we're looking at a situation where we need to look at our responsibility as board members to see how many teams we can bring to the actual organization. One of our responsibilities is to ensure our participation, but also to ensure the fact that we're also helping to fundraise. That's one of the things that we have to do. So with that said, I want us to discuss it right now, but it's just, we had 12 teams, and if each one of us has two, we would be able to have everything filled up by the next one. So with that, I hope that you take into consideration, number one, to move it, number two, to move it to September 26th, and number three, to have all of our board members, make sure that we have like a weekly report, like how many people have we brought in. With that is also the door prizes. Because it just doesn't, we can't rely on our staff to, they have so many things they do throughout the seasons that their job is not to be looking for teams. That's our responsibility.
I agree. I mean, I believe that pushing it back or up to the 28th, that September, it has to be tentatively, and yeah, we need to move on it. And I know for a fact that as far as my end, I know I have a lot of maybes, but a lot of the people that I spoke to prior to even me going out there and tendering an order form or a team, to register, what have you, yeah, I'm all for it, whatever. But then when I went, they were out on vacation. And I'm talking about the judicial court, and some of the attorneys that I talk to and deal with it on a daily basis. So I'm pushing it this week and letting them know also on this new date, if we agree on this date. And yeah, we just need to move on with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple too, and it's the same. Excuse me. Yeah, and it's the same thing. There's a lot of people on vacation right now. I know Coach is out this whole week. The transition of the new board members and stuff. So same thing. But a couple of maybes. If you guys need help getting things out there, delivering the packets or whatever, we can help with that as well.
So the goal is 24 teams?
25.
25?
25 is
Yeah.
basically, now that we moved it 2 weeks, 25 should be the minimum.
Right. Yeah, I think Mr. Liscano and a couple board members, we kind of challenged ourselves to each get two,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is
Well,
which
we
would
had
be your
committed
18.
ourselves 2 months ago, with the exception of the two new board members, was that we would bring 2 teams each. And that would put us at minimally, I think, 16 teams, and then 10 random signups would not be a hard thing at all.
Right.
What I would like to see, if I think everybody here has social media to some extent, if the Parks and Rec Facebook page, if it can tag us on there, that way it'll pop up on ours and run with it. Now, the question I do have as far as the date, what does that do to us as far as paying out that scholarship?
We're still okay. The kids have to, they register to, they go through their steps, with their schooling as normal. This is kind of a bonus thing for them, right? They're not depending on this to pay for tuition and stuff like that. This is after the fact. They need to be enrolled in the 12 days of school. And then because obviously you have to stay within 12 days. If they can withdraw from class, right? Which has been, it's happened before where they'll enroll, they withdraw, and then you keep the scholarship money, but they're not in school. So we give them, it's a grace period. So I think anytime in the fall we can get them their checks, it'll be fine because they can even apply for the springtime. So it's not, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't, we don't take a step back. So it's fine.
I've got 2 questions. One is, are we obligated? Like, do we have the flexibility to move dates around? And 2, do we see like a negative impact on those teams? I mean, do they have the ability to back out of any, sponsorships or any signups?
The sponsored people that you have, you should have already had the commitment already and the money. So, I mean, the people that you are going to reach out to are going to be people that are supporting the organization. So we're not a lot of people can say no to kids. So
They'll come out and play.
the issue that we have to do is we can't wait till a week when we're on vacation to try to get teams. That should have been 2 months ago. So if you start now, you got to remember that by October, ourselves as a corporation, our funds are gone. October, we're gone. We can't spend any more money till January. So you need to hit them up right now, get a commitment letter, and get the check, and ensure that they're being committed to be participants. There's plenty of people that will pay first, and then they'll go ahead and find the players later. Right now, what we want is a check.
Yes.
If we have 30 checks and 12 people show up, 12 teams, we have 30 checks.
Yes.
So that covers the city and us.
And I know from first-hand experience that there's a lot of golfers out there. A lot of people golf, and a lot of times when, I know, once again, to where I work, attorneys hey, I'll give you two teams and you get me the players, or sometimes they show up and they're like, hey, do you want to play on a team? There's teams that are paid for, but
Yeah.
they don't have the players. So they put them in and plug them in wherever, but, yeah, we need
And
to
we'll
get on
run
it
into
again.
that. There'll be teams that'll be covered.
Right.
You know, you're gonna be scrambling for players.
Yes.
So,
So
we're
do
halfway
we-
there.
So even though it should be tentatively for the 28th, do we need a motion?
We need to make an action item on
Okay,
it.
do we have a motion
I-
for?
I make a motion
unless
that
there's other
we-
comments, before
It
we
could
do
be a
the motion,
consensus.
any comments?
It's not an action item. You can have a consensus.
Yeah, if you guys are all in
Yeah.
the same page too.
I'm in agreement, all those in favor?
We're good.
We'll do it, September 28th? Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
September 28th.
Yeah, so we'll get on it with you guys. Like I said, if you guys need help distributing stuff, I know everybody's working and busy. We have staff that can drop things off for y'all at businesses or whatever. But we're halfway there. I mean,
Yes.
it's you can have a small tournament, but like Mr. Liscano was saying, you to make a impact, you do need 20 to 25 teams
Right.
to make it worthwhile with the food and the beverages and all that stuff.
That's minimum.
Yeah, so yeah. So that's good news.
Sounds good. That'll work.
And we do have some prizes, door prizes, raffle prizes already. A lot of the stuff was already ready, right, for this because it was this weekend. So we're there. We're just gonna get extra time.
Do you have any like promotional materials, like electronically, that we can maybe distribute? I know Ben mentioned like social media, but do you have like
Yeah.
anything on PDF or, you know, something we can send
Yes.
out?
Yeah, the flyers actually, I didn't give you all the flyer for it, but it's the one that we have all that stuff.
There's one on the back of your, is there, but of course, this says the 20th, so it'll be the 28th of September.
Well, I guess, and what I was thinking more is, you know, so I wasn't aware that this was funding scholarships or providing, you know, some type of benefit to the children.
Yes.
So that's obviously a huge selling point, you know what I mean? So I agree. I mean, it's kind of hard to back out on something like that. But yeah, if we had something like that we could share, I think it would help us kind of, you know, add to the value and the selling point.
And the part, y'all's account it's not depleted, right? But we don't want to do that to the account when we award all these scholarships. So this is to kind of get it back up
Build
to
it up, yes.
a healthy, yeah. That's all it is. So,
Good deal.
With that, we also said how many door prizes, because there have to be over 150. One?
I think for board members.
One? Okay.
and
One,
we have,
at least one over $150.
yeah, we have rounds of golf that we'll donate. We'll have things, you know, that we'll have as well. We've gotten things donated. Isaac Smith used to be sitting the board. He's donated some stuff too from Mott's, little power tools and stuff. So we're there. We just, you know, this extra time, I think we'll get to the 25 teams. But
Okay. Anything else on this item? Okay, item D, I know it's a short agenda for today, but any other comments or any issues, board members?
I passed out it's just me and Isaac today. Just to give you guys a rundown on what we've been doing, those flyers that we handed out. Those are some of our events happening within the next month. On another note, the after-school program, the one that's starting in the fall for the elementary schools, we're starting registration on Tuesday. We've been getting a lot of calls already throughout the summer, so we're starting registration for that already since school's already ramping up for, I guess, we're about a month away. If you have any questions on any of those events coming up, I can answer anything. But we got the skate jam on the 27th, the caffeine and gasoline. It's a car show that's free for everybody. You don't have to register. You can just show up. It's just kind of just to pass the time. We'll have donuts and coffee and stuff. We always have a pretty good turnout. That's here outside City Hall. At the food truck area, we have movies at the park this weekend. That's Ghostbusters. That one. We don't say a time usually. It's always sunset. So maybe 8. People start showing up at 7 o'clock, stuff like that. But the movie starts when it gets dark. So we're looking at around 8:15-ish or so. We provide popcorn and stuff for the kids. PD's out there. So those are always good. Weather permitting, right? Those are always good turnouts. And we want to invite everybody to our play. We had the theater program happen this summer. Isaac and I actually had an opportunity to go check it out. a couple of weeks ago, and it's gonna be a good play. It's a Suzuko Junior. That's gonna be on the 25th, 26th, and 27th already. So next week the kids have been working tremendously hard. They've built all their props. They've sewn all their costumes. So we're looking forward to this play this year, and that's gonna be at Southwest Auditorium. So usually it's sold out every show. So whoever wants to you know attend, please let us know, and we'll help y'all out. But any questions on any of these? These are just for the next month here. Um, and that's all we had for, like I said, for the next month on top of the golf tournament. But these are the events. We did have a couple of just real quick. We had a couple of teams advance to the World Series, to the Little League World Series or Pony World Series in Louisiana. We had a 14U girls team. They went up there last week. Here's a picture of them. Commissioner Carrillo was actually happened to be up there at the same time, so he was able to go and join them. And he went. I think he went to all the games that they had. They finished in third place up there in Louisiana. So those girls did really good.
Yeah,
And then we had a 4U boys team here in Portland, a little bit closer. But yeah, these are the two teams that advanced out of regionals. So they wrapped it up on Sunday, so everybody's back, everybody's home. So we'll bring all these kids in next city commission meeting just to get them recognized.
Tremendous performance. I mean, fabulous. I was so impressed with you ladies today. What makes a strong individual is not how you win. It's what happens when you lose and you come back from that. That's what makes you the best person you can be. So know that you girls right now, even at your age, you're examples. Because like I told you, you're not going to win every game. But when you come back stronger after a loss, that makes you 10 times a better person. I'm real proud of you. And I was talking to the mayor earlier today, and he's like, Bob, wish him my luck and tell him thank you for representing the city. But if you all come back next year, I'm sure you're going to come back and you're going to be even better. And you'll be taking over all these tournaments. Okay, so I want to congratulate you girls from the bottom of my heart for representing the city of Pharr with great pride, great dignity. You showed great sportsmanship out there. Girls, my hat is definitely off to you ladies.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
And Games of Texas is in Brownsville this year. It's their second year hosting already, and we have approximately about 75 athletes going, which is track, swimming, golf, tennis, and pickleball. So the kids will be going up there next week. It's going to be the 26th through the 29th. It's usually the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and that's going to be in Brownsville. So we did have some kids qualify to state at the McAllen Regionals, so they'll be up there next week.
We're still on point to host that in 25 or 26.
College Station.
College Station.
College Station's gonna host 25, 26, and then we'll have it 27, 28. So yeah, so this year's Brownsville's second year. They'll wrap it up. We usually have. It's always it's a valley effort, you know. You'll have people from all over go and help out and stuff like that. So we'll have staff probably show up and stuff like that, and we'll go check it out to support our kids. But we have somebody for every all the sports that we had: tennis, track, swimming, golf, and pickleball. and they're gonna be going and coming. Where it's a little bit too close. They're about 40 minutes away, the stadium, the natatorium over there. So we'll be traveling back and forth, the kids, because it's 2 days for some, 1 day for some, 3 days. College Station's different. They're gonna have to, we bus them over there usually, and they stay over there. But Brownsville, it's gonna be commute back and forth as needed, and we'll take care of all that stuff for the kids. And that'll wrap up our athletics, TAF stuff for the summer. But that's pretty much the rundown. If anybody has any questions about any of that stuff.
Just a congratulations to the team, putting that together, and the city, all our employees, everybody that helps out, get the league going, giving those kids that opportunity to go up there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great. Aquatics going really well this summer?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's it's always, they get their 500 to 1,000 people a day. Good weather, they'll show up. That's always been really regularly well attended. And even when it's raining, there's people out there. They'll just wait for a little bit and give it some time. But that one will be. We're about a month out before the water park closes because school starts. I want to say on the 19th of August. I don't know what.
26.
Yeah, there's some.
The week after the.
Yeah, but we do lose a lot of our guards. They go back to college.
Right.
So we have 120 lifeguards. You go down to like 40 or 50, just like that, because they got to go back to school. So we have to. Not that we don't want to stay open through August. We just have to close a little bit early, we don't have the numbers to guard the 2 facilities. We have the natatorium as well. But yeah, the water park's doing good. And we have our camp at the Pepe Salinas Rec Center going on right now. That's all day. We have about 250 kids there every day, Monday through Thursday. So everything's pretty busy.
Any other comments, board members? The only one I have is, once again, I want to welcome the new members, welcome on board, and looking forward to working with you guys.
Yes, sir. Likewise, thank you.
Anyways, number 3, adjournment. Meeting adjourned. Do I have a motion?
I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Has a motion? Second, Mr. Catu. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Hector.
Thank you.